at a moment. Alright. Good morning. So now that we're done talking about unknown persons collecting Vuln stacks and one of the Dawn Trail dungeons deciding to replace Vuln stacks with short but dangerous dots. I got a pocket healer. I'll be fine.
Not always a pocket healer, though.
Where was I? Other than talking to the spook youth here. Under his wing.
Alright, trying to calm everyone down in Davenir. Alright.
You know, I'm surprised I didn't leave off at a dungeon. I guess I was tired as hell. You know the worst part about not having a external hard drive that lets you play games off of it anymore on the Xbox Series X or S is the fact that I had to get rid of my stress reliever in order to have space for the first Ascendant.
Wait, which game was your stress reliever?
Look, someone's
Battlefield 2042 I was using for shooting people in the face.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave,
funny that
resilient souls before me.
EA or whoever it was.
Today, I would share with you a great revelation.
Sent me an email saying my
but before I do,
top 30%.
I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
I wonder if I still have the email from decades past of when Call of Duty sent me a
very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
On Modern Warfare 3.
Many thanks.
I never played Call of Duty enough to really do anything in that degree.
A dragon!
I didn't really play Black Ops 3. Wow. I haven't played Black Ops 4 or beyond. Like, beyond that. I played a little bit of
People of
a
Razathan,
little bit of Advanced
I am
Didn't really
Vritra,
like them
and for
much.
years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known.
Yeah, with the standard of Star Trek, the computer
Today,
kinda
I
has
will
to
reveal the truth unto you.
He has to address them directly.
Yep.
Let us hope they accept him.
Oh, shut up, Tia.
I mean, of course Tia didn't have a hard time. Tia's just, he's like, Dragon having to ask for this. Yeah, that's, you know.
That's par for the course in our adventures.
Yeah.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
No.
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee.
Haha, it rhymed.
Countrymen, calamity the like
Mitra
of
internally.
which we have
Maybe if I
never
rhyme, it'll get
known
them on my side
is
quicker.
come to Thavne, our home.
Mortals tend to like rhymes, yes.
Friends and loved ones have been taken from us.
Okay, I don't think he's a
too,
fae.
have lost my closest confidant. I have one loved this
And before
land
it's
and
just
served it with dignity till his
our glorious
dying
branch
breath.
deciding to just kind of
A noble
put a little
satrap
idea on
there
Mitra's
on
head.
my
That's
Dude,
why
I
he's
swear, if Fail
For
fucking
so
shows
long,
up,
I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust. This I know.
like, yay, thanks for helping, but
And
oh my
yet,
god.
I cannot sit idly by
Unpopular
and
opinion,
abandon rods that
Fail
harm to her
was
fate.
kind of annoying. So needy, so clingy,
A font
so
of
desperate.
boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the
Well, yes,
ocean.
Faye.
Since
I just kind of took it as par for the course and was like,
has
alright,
she
fine.
glittered with every color imaginable.
He, she, it,
To
they
this
was the only Fae that was so obsessed
slumbering in
with
his
him.
dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you
Has
live,
stoleth?
the light of Radzatan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it.
I know something's going to come up soon in the cutscene that will be the catalyst for the next zone, but
And lend me
I don't know
your
when it's
strength,
going to happen.
that
Thought
we
you were about
might
to say
face this
something coming
trial
up in the cutscene
and
that's
those
gonna annoy the piss out of
as
me.
one.
Oh no.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us.
You don't know.
As
but-
divinities, both
okay.
Manusha and Riga once joined together. So too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
I had to look up because
A sight
that
that would have
quiet
surely
clapping
brought a
sound
smile to his
effect
heir's
actually
face.
sounded like someone was fapping.
Indeed.
These two, they're just having a little moment from Heaven's Word. They're just like, yay. Also, suddenly the forum?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Hi.
Father,
Dragon. Why?
Me. Hi.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzatan, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
Hi.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
What?
If I have given offense,
Inside he's
then
like,
I
oh my god,
apologize.
what the fuck? This is new.
First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have
He's like,
of the phenomenon
rein
responsible
it in,
for your
folks.
woes.
No, rein it in.
The final days.
Focus on the mission.
It is an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavne, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save.
You mean that you deem worthy?
Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Yeah, they weren't expecting to have to transport a big-ass dragon.
Long has thy forum been allies to
I
Thavnen.
mean, as shown by Midgard Summer, I'm sure
dost
the
not
could just
extend this
fly into
offer
space and be
like
fine.
thee. Yet I wonder,
That is a question.
is this
Because
truly
he
the
traveled through
way?
space, he obviously
Is there
could
a future
survive.
to be built for
But
Also,
what if
I'm
the
going to-
dragon's born here
our
with an
father
axe?
deemed the last bastion of hope?
I am going to spoil a bit of what happens in post-Endwalker patch content.
It is for that very reason
Vitra is
I
able
come
to fly
before
from
you and your
the
people,
Theris to the moon.
to answer
Easy as
any
pie.
and all of your questions, to offer my assurances,
yay, magic
and allay
bullshit,
your
though.
fears.
Yeah. Dragon magic is something else,
Though,
man.
if you wish the best for your people,
And you
I
wonder
advise you to
why
render your decision
in
swiftly.
Dark Souls I want to transform into dragon.
That's actually, you can actually do that in the DLC now, or in Elden Ring at least.
Show our
I know.
friends to make
Weird.
You
a
could do that in
They are to be
Dark Souls 2 as
received
well.
as honored guests. Worry not.
You had an item in Dark Souls 1
Whatever
where
decision
it
is
just
reached,
transformed your
your
head.
paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend
I thought we
to
were already
your
dealt with
daily
blasphemies before.
tasks.
Are we gonna do
I
this
shall
again?
return anon.
With what?
The
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra.
no, I think I was
We
thinking
believe
they
in
called
you.
some of the Sin Eaters blasphemies. Never mind. Kid's eyes
Yeah,
look
different
a little
world.
bit too big. Oh hey,
Only in
it's,
this game
you're
does a
still here.
charging
What a
elephant
relief.
not seem threatening.
Nidana,
maybe
what's
to
the
that
matter?
one girl back in
Has something happened at
Fish
Pelica's
Village.
stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
The theory.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. an energy influenced solely by emotion.
Solely by
Yes.
emotion.
Yes, in this instance,
Which is why
negative
in
ones
moments
set
of
Akasha
high
into
stress,
motion,
fear,
thereby
and
infusing the beasts with vitality.
despair,
I posit this as the
all
mechanism by
strong
which the beasts
emotions,
are born and sustained.
things change.
Hence, they're drained of ether, but still have the
Do you still
Akasha,
have
or
that
whatever they
flower?
plan on calling it.
Yeah, I read it as Akasa, and she's like
Well, we'll get a
Akasha?
different name. Also, oh no, the flower is foot.
If we accept that it once shone bright by
Flower
drawing
can
upon
read
Akasha,
but it
influenced by
couldn't
the thoughts of
handle
those
the draining of
nearby,
ether.
then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place.
Isn't it convenient that the
must
flower
be
held
very
on
careful.
just long enough
The
for us
forces
to
which
see it turn
drive the
black
final
instead of
days
just turning
may
to
be
ash in my
beyond our
pocket?
ability to perceive.
Yeah, it's something about the way our pockets are. It's just kind of hammer space related. Basically, the moment we pulled it out into the air, it was like, oh god, what is it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha.
Whereas before, it was just whatever
Do
color it
temper
was
your
the last
expectations,
time.
however. There are sadly
Dude.
few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Have you noticed that song Diggy Diggy Hole has gotten
Formulating
super
a new
resurgence.
theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish
Yes,
you
I'm
well in your
aware.
endeavors,
I was
pray you take
I
care.
was watching videos where it was first conceived.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will
early
meet again.
Yogs cast, man. I can't really watch any of their stuff nowadays because I try to and it's just like, eh. Part of me is just like, okay, I feel like I'm missing jokes here and there, and I want to go back to where I left off last, and I don't know where that's at. I don't remember how long it's been.
In what?
Just Yogs cast stuff in general.
Dogs cast?
Yeah, one of the two main guys that started that whole YouTube channel. One of them was like a science guy, and the other one was basically a dwarf. And the one that plays the dwarf started the Diggy Diggy Hole song just as he was doing it and made his friend laugh. I think like a couple of years later, they end up actually doing a music video kind of shit to flesh out the song. And it's just kind of become a cult classic thing for them.
Fucking other videos about the song popping up in my recommended. I'm like, no! It was an entertaining song the first couple times. I'm fucking done with it. Because every time I see that song title, I just think of that fucking dwarf mining game.
Which is probably entirely intentional. Rock and stone!
I did start playing a new game on Game Pass called Humanity for easy achievements each day. I'm waiting for the story shoe to drop.
Oh yeah, this is where the game actually lets you attune to Radzat Han's Aetherite for once.
Oh, I can?
Yeah. Immediate 90-degree turn.
Immediate rage!
Finally!
Also?
What the fuck?
It's so weird seeing my eye glow in first person.
Don't forget to attune to the small ones, or have you been doing that anyway?
I got all of those.
Ah, they're just the main one that was missing.
Yep. See?
Oh.
I think I finished up the rest of those during the last stream.
Ah.
Sudden music.
Oh yeah, this is the roll quest location. Basically, each section of classes each get their own location to handle. Melee DPS handled limbs, healer, tank, physical range, magic range, all each have their own locations to deal with. I don't remember who's who though, off the top of my head. Champion of Eorzea, Warrior of Light, and all around good eggs.
I'm late for dinner. Have a good day. I clearly have chosen the wrong option.
Why?
A woman after my own heart. I just wanted to leave.
Oh, that's why she's saying she'll make it short, and it speaks long anyway.
I'll make it short, spends 10 minutes talking. By the way, that was still the short version. Old Alamito.
Of course, they talk to each other a good bit. Lynn's, Tanya.
It's God.
Basically, all of these deal with the final day outbreak in each of the locations.
There we go.
They knocked what out of the controller?
There was something stuck there.
Ishgard already having a leg up as Lucio was there to know of what might have happened. Yeah, it is interesting that the transformation can occur before the skies turn red. The skies turning red is kind of just the etheric currents just kind of going, oh no, stuff. The planet basically just having a stomach ache.
Alright, 7 AM finally.
Yippee.
Probably 2 more hours and then I'll call it quits.
Okey-dokey.
Everyone just looks at her.
Yeah, each nation basically has their own kind of hit squads. Besides us, we're there to help, but it's mostly helping
We're the universal hit squad.
Yeah.
We're the Blackwater.
We're the fallback in case the original hit squad is kind of just not up to par yet. Or is otherwise indisposed. Like, alright, fine.
Wait. If they're not up to par, who sets the par? Us?
Possibly. But if you're knowing the Limsa one, it was definitely like a group that we didn't quite believe would be able to do much of anything, but they managed to actually get themselves back up to snuff. It was something about an old adventure group that I think we figure out the history of during The Realm Reborn.
Eventually, I'll probably stream playing through this from the start on one of my other characters that's, well, not the start, but
Obviously.
like my level 10 character or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Really? Gridania's the tank one?
Huh?
Yeah, Gridania's the tank role quest. Huh. Weird. I would have thought it would have been the healers going there.
Based on the hair, I would have thought it would be Samurai from the Far East. Gane. Or Doma.
No, I think that's Paladin, actually. That's probably got a weird looking shield on his back.
Ranged DPS, actually.
That's for Doma, yeah. Yeah, the weird thing is all the role quests
Which
started
is weird
at
because he
5.
has a katana. You do not look ranged DPS at all.
Oh yeah, no, the melee DP. Well, that's always been the thing with role quest related stuff. The person we're talking to is never usually not the class that it's related to.
Well, in my limited experience with role quests, being the Dark
One guy
Knight
from the
dude
first.
from Crystarium,
Yeah, he's probably the only one that actually,
he's
fits the thing.
he's a tank. But this dude's a physical melee DPS training
No?
physical range DPS.
Well, Samurai, we're known to be good with those too, so.
Not
Sure,
in
we don't
this
get
game,
that.
though.
Not that we don't get that in this game, but the NPCs are not as limited as we are. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Gridanian is actually a paladin or that gladiator equivalent.
Alright, you. I do not see weapons.
He's Limsin, so presume like discount machinist with gun. Like they don't get the
melee
extra.
DPS.
Yeah. Usually
Alright,
there's at least one
you're
of them.
a dragoon, which is weird because you're Alamegan, not Ishgardian, but we'll look past that for a moment.
I would say less Dragoon, more Lancer.
And you're the
Healer. Which explains why there's two of them, because you're basically dealing with trying to help multiple people.
Okay, Ishgardian. What do you got?
Magic.
Magic range DPS. I mean, you're not carrying a book, so I have a problem with that. You're not carrying a staff, so I have a problem with that. But you're not carrying a melee weapon, so I guess you're like halfway on the right track.
Yeah, not all of the delegates are combat ready. They're just there as messengers.
Question is, am I going to leave the role quest for after I finish the DLC or the expansion? Basically like I did in the first. I went as far as I could until it required me.
Yeah, that'd probably be safe bet to go wait until it requires you. Because I do know you kind of role quest has to be done for that role to be able to get the job gear at 89. Yeah, it's that usual kind of shit, you know. Truly a remarkable weakness for such a well-traveled adventurer.
Yeah, as anyone can attest from my last stream, I had to follow the map quite a bit and still got lost once. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah, you popped in next to me, then ran off like a squirrel.
Figuring I may as well start doing the mage thing since I got up to 86. Oh, very well.
It still saved me. Mommy, they're beating me.
Actually, hold on. What?
No, I will not hold on. You will either catch up or shut up.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread?
My right hand still has.
As if people
quite
transforming into
recovered
those
from
monstrosities wasn't bad
my
enough.
crash.
If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
Wait, what crash do you mean?
No one
When I
would
was at the
survive.
family cabin.
Oh, right, that whole thing.
Yeah, my right hand is still super sore.
Oof.
Here's your order, friend.
So, while it's not surprising that I'm still playing games despite the soreness, because I'm a fucking gamer, of course I'll play
May you
games
find
when I'm
comfort in
pain.
these dark times.
It just means adjusting to deal with whatever pain's going on.
It means setting the controller down for a bit here and there,
Where do we go from
like
here?
during these
Considering-
cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses
I don't fight
the
blindly, I
fundamental
look for the
cause.
biggest
Before
motherfucker and
our
turn his head into a
strength is
baseball.
exhausted, before
Oh,
this
hi, Emmerich.
crisis spirals out of control.
There's no Emmerich here.
Is there something,
Yeah,
In
there
the
is on my
anything we've
screen.
overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself
Or
will have
Alphino
it.
just kind of stuck in his own
'Twas she
table
who
to the
bound
side.
Zodiac and forestalled the final days.
I don't know why I wasn't
Alas,
even sitting in the
We
chair
have
when
heard
I
naught
came
from
over
her
here.
since the Tower of Babel.
Or
Whether she
stool.
cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Which is weird, because Trial said that the enchantment would keep it from wilting. Which means
From normal
something
means.
superseded her enchantment.
Because that's the thing,
So
whatever
advised the Watcher.
whatever it was reacting
What
to
could be
took
the
precedence
significance
over
of
an
that
ethereal
name?
charm
It is
meant to keep
entirely
it from
unfamiliar to
wilting.
me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most
Ours,
surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Resident Cat Boy.
He's not alive as such.
Resident Cat Boy.
but not
Light
quite
bulb.
Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Horosite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers,
Yeah, I mean,
we might
were
be
there
able
for
to speak with him there.
weeks or months, and it was only
I know
a
we
few days or
can
whatever
no
here,
longer make
so...
that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
I don't care about forbidity.
Thank you,
my
friend.
I'll just check in on
That
it
would
every
mean
now
much to me.
Like, I actually like a
If
few of
nothing
these
else,
people.
should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last,
What'd you
let us
do?
all do what we can.
Okay,
I
for
will
the role
consult
quest
with
with the
Master
Magic
Matoya and
DPS,
see if she knows of a
the
way to reach
priest
Hydaelyn from the
we
ethereal
gotta
sea.
talk to. His name is Clem.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far
I'm
the
not
final
joking.
days
His
have
name is
progressed
literally
elsewhere.
just Clem. The
Keep me
deacon,
abreast
no
of your
less.
findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats. If only to slow the
There
spread.
isn't a Garcata.
Daka.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to Harrius time and time again.
Everyone else basically
But when
splits
they
up
do,
to
remember
try and
this.
just keep things handled down while we go to
Your
the first
friends
to
and
figure
loved
out
ones are out there
whatever the
somewhere,
fuck might be
sharing
going
in
on.
your struggle. You are not alone.
If events here are even affecting the first yet.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
Walking to the end, the Endwalker.
Deacon Clem. The Clem for Warframe may as well be a deacon of his own right.
I mean, he kind of surpassed Deacon, went straight to Pope of his little cult. He says Clem, everyone says how high. He says Grakata, everyone says how many.
But yeah, Graha had to give us one of the soul vessels just so we could use the whole part of his blood thing that they had to figure out so we can actually use the tower's technology.
You know what I'm kind of surprised by, though?
What?
They haven't engineered a way for us to, like, offer someone from the first to come back with us as a quote-unquote possession as well.
Well,
Like we
the
did
only
with our companions.
it only worked with our companions because they were entirely ether constructs when they came in.
Yeah, but, like, I mean...
Also, it would require there to be a body on the other side to actually...
We could manufacture something.
speak with Clem
By the way,
again.
this is a creepy fucking horse. It's got 6
Oh, yeah.
legs.
I was gonna say Sleipnir, but then I'm like, wait, no, Sleipnir has probably a fourth pair of 2 legs, if I'm remembering Sleipnir correctly. Hell, I'm probably still not remembering it correctly.
You are returned. See.
Let me guess, something's gone wrong again.
No shortage of troubles, as usual. Wherever I go, the world is doomed to go into chaos.
Even when I'm not the main one, shit still wants to go chaos.
Yeah, we should totally get you transferred over to the source, because now he's probably younger than you are, physically speaking, so you two could develop beyond a father figure.
Again, I'm thinking at this point the realm, specifically the realm travel way that fucking Graha and the Big Lug managed to figure out it only really works if it's just a body of ether that can be transferred.
I mean,
Or
you can
a
easily
soul that
turn her
knows.
into a body of ether through magics.
Yeah, but most of the people here on the first, it's their world. They don't want to leave.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was in either of these worlds and I was given the chance to go see what it's like on the other one, hell yeah, I'd be up for it. Especially if friends, or in her case, Tia, that I know is on the other one.
And Reen, as far as the story is concerned, is still dealing with the 8-man raid content stuff. Yeah, but I'm also trying to watch stream.
What, you getting called away?
Yeah, I'm in a cutscene myself, at least, so I'll just let it play. Sorry, Clem, it's not that I'm not intrigued, but it's roll quest stuff. I'm always just kind of half listening to it.
Nobody cares about roll quests around these ports. The following events cannot be skipped. Oh, my jaw. Oh. Well, I would know who it is if I had voices. Okay, no lug. Who the fuck are you, green hair?
Morin's the street keeper. He's the one that handles the library back there.
Oh. The guy who I never cared to look at what his name was. By the way, is it just me or is Lug kind of resembling a fire monk from Elden Ring?
Somewhat. I can see it. Or aesthetic and all. Oh, time to go kill the turned Inquisitor.
May come as a surprise, but actually, just tell them about the moon. Why am I still in first person though? What do you mean not here? He went right through the fucking door, didn't he? They're all going into combat. She's probably the healer. The other dude said he wants to be a mage. Didn't say what kind of mage. I'm just gonna assume black mage. So put a shield on. You won't beat the axe. But hey, you'll be able to protect your friends, right? And Q. Oh, fail.
Yeah, instead of Caden wanted two or more.
Don't you have more important things to do?
I don't know who took the last one.
How does my character feel about full or fail? Because I, as the player, kind of don't like the character. But my player within the storyline,
As far as a rough run, it's like less. What do I think of it? More. What does my character think of it?
I don't remember, because after the part where I had to type out that stupid ass phrase for the quest repeatedly, I don't remember if my character went through a annoyed phase where I just refused to say the line, and then I eventually just kind of did it, or if it was I did it and then I got annoyed. I don't remember how my character was last interacting with Fail.
Ow. I thought we dumped it before we started it.
What'd you mess up?
Apparently, we forgot to dump the grease trap before we used the. Oh, what is it exactly? Foreman grill on the stove. So apparently the grease overflowed and it got all over the stove, and now that's gonna be a whole thing to clean later. Us being like, how the fuck you know that? Yeah, no, the whole connection fail Ul has with us means they can just kind of appear into our memories and be like, oh dear.
The best I could do is kill you.
Yippee. I don't know how much the dialogue changes here if you've done the 8-9 content. It's like, I also don't know at what level. No, we know we're in Endwalker's account, so all of the 8-man stuff would have been done already.
Oh, probably not all of it. There's a lot of side shit.
Well, yeah, all the side shit, but as far as the storyline would be concerned, the 8-man raid stuff was finished by the time the post-patch Shadowbringer stuff was done. Chronologically, we should have been done with it yet. But... That runs the latent connection to Heidelin kind of gave her a bit of a... Oh shit. Vision.
A bit of a blipsy?
Bit of a blipsy, yes. At least the fact that only Rain seems to be the one to have seen it means, at the very least, the first isn't at risk of having blasphemies all over the place, but... Yeah, I'm sure it'd probably spill over eventually if it got too crazy on our end. But here's also the thing. If all the worlds share similar states of being, what happens now that Zodiac is dead? What happens to the shards of him that are still in other worlds?
Was his shard spread to other worlds?
It's the reason he was piecemeal when we fought him, where he had like bits of him missing. Because their whole plan was to get the rest of the shards fused with the source, and that would give Zodiac enough power to finally break free of the whole thing that had kept him locked in before. Alright, back to Foundation again.
Are you in Ishvaldi?
Yes. Short walk, but I said fucking teleport.
Oh no, I left the bonfire without this item. Let me just use a homeward bone 10 feet away instead of walking over there. Oh, shit. I literally took 3 steps and remembered I was going to equip a different spell. Guess I gotta use a homeward bone.
Oh, great. Some of the clergy people were people
It's
that
always
supported...
the clergy.
It was the ones that supported the old bishop, or archbishop. The bastard that had his fucking multiple knights and that whole shebang.
Yeah, it's always the clergy, man. That's why I don't like religion.
I feel like you and the Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer 40k would get along. That is, if he wasn't stuck to a chair, unable to actually communicate with anyone beyond just intense emotional psychic storms.
Please state your business.
I'm telling you, man. It's always the religious folk that cause all the problems.
And then once the poor emperor was set on the chair, one of his sons decided, hey, guess what? Religion Part 2.
Religion Part 2, Abyssal Boogaloo.
But this time we
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator.
We see our Emperor of Mankind as a god. An emperor. That's why I like Emperor Texas, because he's like, no, what the fuck? I specifically stated I did not want that to be. Sure, I may be a god-like being, but I don't want to be worshipped.
Hi, Philip.
You. Why have you awakened me?
Hey,
yeah, so...
I no longer sense those places beyond. Or Lord Zodiac. You must explain
I'll start
all.
this, so I at least have it in the quest thing.
Yeah, so El Bibbidi, turns out Zodiac's dead. You can thank me for that. And the world
He is fallen.
You can thank
as
my
per
brethren's
expected.
souls returned to the star.
Also, the people that were sacrificed to make Zodiac in the first place are
The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent
are
is
actually
come again.
dead for real this time, and not
Old
just
burdens now yours to bear.
So the
But
last
if
remnants
this is
of
Van Daniel's
your
design,
race and time
then I,
are
as Elpis,
dead.
have a duty to
aside
fulfill.
from you, I guess.
Also, a little bit being
Your
like, well, god damn it,
unsolicited
another one
act
of us
has
decided to do
restored
this.
to
All
me
right, I
some
guess I gotta
few
fix
memories
something.
of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
I hate this guy, but my character did develop a sympathetic view
Like, I
on
don't-
their
It's like, I don't like
plight
you,
because
but
of Emmett.
it's like, damn, did you and your entire group of people get dealt the shortest of hands?
Why
They had
Y'all
a
managed to
chance,
receiving
and then they
favor of the
fucked it up.
defeated?
I managed to
If
get to
it
Uno,
sits
but
ill,
everyone else around you had
consider it
+4s
payment
and
for freeing
+2s.
Lord Zodiac from servitude.
And reverses, so they can just keep doing it to you.
Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him.
But I am going to bring up an
Daniel.
interesting thing that happened.
Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him.
As far
Long,
as their
long ago.
version of the final days occurred, they never
Having
transformed
shed
into
light
anything.
upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to
It
devising
was their
a
magics that
countermeasure.
started making shit.
Were
But
it
they
not for
themselves
his knowledge
never
of the celestial,
transformed like
we
our
would never
people,
have
like
made the
people
connection,
now are.
and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed
Makes you
by
wonder if they
self-loathing
weren't
and hate.
tuned to the other force through emotion.
Possibly. I think they explain it better
because I-
coming up, because
Yes,
I was about to say,
The name
because
is
I
familiar
think
to
they
me.
were more
yet I know
what's
it
the
not as a
term?
flower,
Pragmatic
but
or
a
some
place.
shit where
a testing facility
they didn't really,
for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into
because
the
they
world.
had creation magics, they didn't have
Many
as
worked there,
deep of a
and before joining the convocation and assuming the title
grasp
of
on
Van
hopes,
Daniel,
and dreams, and
he
despair,
was their
and
chief.
fear.
and also you have to remember that theirs was a world that
He
wasn't split apart
was
by Hydaelyn
Hermes.
yet, so
Mm-hmm. Really, you're pulling fucking Greek mythology into
That
this?
is all
oh
I
yeah,
know.
the majority of the real
The
names of
crystals
most
tell
of
little
the
of the lives the
ancients
14
are
led prior to
basically
their
Greek
induction.
related. Trust me, it starts to get worse.
Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has
A lot of
survived.
the names is just like, oh, ah,
Wait. I saw you there,
suddenly brain blasts.
in Elpis.
And Elpis? Wasn't Elpis the flower?
But
No,
I
just
did.
mentioned it was a place, a research
I
facility.
did.
Hmm.
A lingering trace
And
of
and
impossibility.
Elidibus is like, wait, I saw you there. You couldn't
And a
be, but I
truth
did. And he's like, wait a
that
minute.
fills my heart.
Huh.
Time travel, yeehaw!
My memories
Where
remain
was I?
clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible
That,
course.
then
You have
traveled
heed
back.
your last haul.
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not
wait,
only
what?
did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower,
Yeah, whatever
which, having
bonus
absorbed
shit
my
they did to the
empowered
tower to
essence,
give it the ability
now
to
harbors an abundance of
time.
energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past.
Oh yay, Elbibity
unto that place
is trying
and
to
that
take over the
precise
tower, I guess.
moment.
let's take over the tower because
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway
Well, he just
will
mentioned
not be
he learned how to
fully-formed.
control it, and now that his essence is
Your
a
form will
part
be
of
less
it,
tangible still
or
Well,
than those
you'll
bodies of
bring it
light
up
I
later.
had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality
Basically,
to
we
which you
can't
must
change the future.
return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering.
oh, I know, I gotta
fated
kill
to
off all
come.
your people again, so that way I have a
In
present
full
to
knowledge of this,
save.
will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must
So it's less
reconfigure
that
the
he
systems,
knows how to control the
that
tower,
the tower's
more
ether may be channeled for the magic.
he understands the tower, but he can't really do anything with it because he's basically
He
been
is Ghost.
so function in the tower now, no longer.
The preparations are complete.
We have a
The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
Diddlebus AI assistant.
Not for long, unfortunately.
All appears to
Took
be
me a
in
second
order.
to try and think of how
The ether
else I wanted
flows
to screw up
unimpeded.
his name because I don't like him.
The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised?
We both got a little
Did I
stupid
not
with
say
his
that
name
this
that
will
one
be my
night.
final act?
Mm-hmm.
Lord Zodiac is no more.
Oh, so yeah, he's basically using every last
is
bit of
nothing
himself
from
to
you.
send us forward.
You mean
The
back?
ones I love and long to see
Back.
again are waiting
Whatever.
in that promised
The
land.
problem is, how do we return
beyond
from the
memory
back?
and dream.
If he's no longer
Now
around
go,
to
warrior
like
of
pull
light.
us back,
Go and do not look back.
Presumably, the way he's sending us is there is a way back for us. It's just a matter of the fact that when we get there, we won't be able to interact with anything at first. So it's
Well,
a matter of, okay, how the fuck do we fix
Hylian,
this?
I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the Last of Us.
The Last of Us Part
May you
3.
have the joy of
God,
it,
no, please.
the burden, and the solitude.
Ugh.
It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Wouldn't that be some shit if he's just talking in the echo chamber of the tower and she can't hear him at all?
Huh. Yeah, he's mostly just talking to just suit himself.
Yeah, like, she has no reason to just randomly be listening to the inside of the tower. These shoulders do not work with my arms lifted up.
No, they don't. That's always a problem with some of the armored things. Some of the cutscenes do not agree with them.
Just look up. Emmett's standing there looking down at me.
You're damn okay. I guess the size of the ancients weren't joking. We are but child to them.
I see an etheric crystal.
Yep.
Perhaps it is possible. Hey, old new friend, where are you at?
I'm not here yet. Hey, can you hear me?
Gesticulate.
All manner of greetings and obscenities. Hey, bitch boy!
Hey, black robe bitch, you're gonna fucking die if you don't talk to me. I'll turn your head into a baseball before the final days can take it from you.
Climbs up the entire body and swings.
Would I even be able to climb their body?
I'm not sure, actually.
Well, if character
You have contact with
collisions,
the floor, at
anything
least.
to go by.
No. Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, gotta go find the other stuff that once you interact with.
That would totally be me, though. Just pass through the road, be like, hey, bitch.
Morning. Did I ignite you?
You attempt to gently prod the woman.
Poke.
Hmm.
Poke failure.
Poking her ankle was not the kind of prodding I was thinking of.
I wish I could. Really? Fucking.
Watch your fucking language, boy. Too early in the fucking morning for that.
Yeah, okay. Also, apparently we don't even have the strength to open a door.
Well, if I'm intangible, why don't I just walk through it?
Apparently still beholden
And
to...
here we are, Elpis.
Oh.
Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Old new friend!
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Take yours off first, bitch.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps.
Wait a
but
fucking
I am
minute.
far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Is that supposed to be Emmett Zelk?
You'll see.
Like, the voice is different, but considering the other one's old new friend. He looks so feminine, though.
When making the coffee. And he immediately clocks us like, what the fuck is that? Also, I don't care.
I thank you for your cooperation.
Watching Sasha
You are
go
free
through
to go about
cutscenes.
your business.
That fucking glare. I know who you are.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
By the by. See
It?
All new friend
I
can see
suppose.
this.
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
I suppose this is
Hmm.
why
That's
he
odd.
called his old new friend.
It's right here.
I believe
A bit
so.
thin in the
Like
ether,
some,
but
Or
there's no
inner
mistaking it.
Old
The color
friend,
of its
whatever,
soul
the
is
opposite of
almost
what I call him.
identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though. Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image.
There you go.
So let's leave
You're
it be.
still an asshole.
Come now.
Or I guess it'd be you were always an asshole.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
God, I can't get over how feminine you look.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves. Who do you take me for? Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go
Hypoladeus,
unrewarded.
master of the guilt trip.
Although technically, shouldn't they, if they can see like my soul and stuff, shouldn't they technically see
I suggest you close your eyes,
part of
or this may
Emmett
be
in me
unpleasant.
What do you mean?
already?
Like, what part of Emmett are you talking about?
Didn't I take on like
You may
a
open
part
your
of
eyes.
Emmett's soul after
No.
beating him?
If you're talking about the crystal, that was a crystal Emmett had kept from his old friend to ensure that the enchantment would be on it. And
Oh hey, I grew.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
still short.
The better to indulge your whim. This way,
Fuck
it will
you
be
there.
easier to communicate. How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement.
I may make
Without further
people
ado then.
with the sliders all the way down
I am Hythlodaeus,
be
chief of the
amazed that
Bureau
they're
of the
not the
Architect.
shortest one in the party, but that does not give you the right to
Sulking beside me is the
comment
most
about my
honorable Emmett
size.
Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend?
You can call me old new friend.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are.
Sounds like our...
My apologies
Sounds
if we've
like
given
Azam
offense.
is just as much of a
The two of us can discern the
be.
color of souls, you see. And yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Come to think of it, Hythlodaeus recognized us, but not by name.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation
Or
at Heaven's Edge.
with any real
Elpis.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the world before the final days.
I was kind of expecting the city.
Yeah, no, we're not in the city. Also, Doggo.
Also, Heidelin recognizes us through
Almost
time.
immediately, yeah. She's like, wait, why do I sense myself?
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Bird race coming out?
Unfortunately, no. Also, axolotls.
You know how many furries would lose their shit
What
over
secrets
a bird
are you
race
hiding?
with how popular birds have become?
Emmett Selk sees us as a mystery. Also, Emmett Selk.
Does I has to?
Yeah, because they can create anything they want with their magics, they kind of have to. They have a lot of regulations to ensure that nothing just gets made willy-nilly. your responsibility.
What I was trying to get to before the reveal of space, Hythuldeus could recognize us as a reproduced shade from Emmett Selk's creation, despite not being the original.
Well, more the version in the city that Emmett Selk made recognized the soul of a Zem. At least to some degree. He might not have been entirely sure why he could recognize the soul of a Zem, but he knew he could. Hence, new old friend kind of shit.
But it wasn't until towards the end, after that point, that Emmett kind of got an inkling of it. So how did his shade of Hythuldeus recognize me, or some version of me, before Emmett himself did?
Because as far as Emmett's concerned, Hythuldeus would be able to see that. Again, Hythuldeus' shade was basically aware enough to realize, oh yeah, I'm just a construct. Turns out, my dear friend may have thought too well of me that now I'm just aware of exactly how much fucked up shit he's done. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But as far as I can tell, it's mainly Emmett Selk just not wanting to accept that we were a shard of another one of his friends. One that, by the crystal that we have, he took great pains to try and keep some part of his old friend alive. Them slightly alive.
Slightly. Got it. That's the emote.
Oh. Right, I keep forgetting that's an AoE. My bad.
See, I was working on it, and then you fucking torched it.
Yeah.
As I caught it.
Oh, at least you caught it.
You know what? You're glowing bright blue. I want you. And just like Dark Souls, it has to get that one more hit in. That'd be cool if the colors that you catch actually affect the ropes that he's making.
No, they're default. You can definitely color the robe to whatever color you feel like.
Guys, can you stop calling me it?
Well, as far as they're concerned, we are a familiar. A familiar of one of their dear friends, but still a familiar all the same. So we're considered just a creation, same as anything else here.
Yeah, but I could still ask them to stop calling me it. Ask them to stop calling for any and all outlandish behavior.
Like I said, where we, as an apple, we don't fall far from the tree that is as them. Emmett eternally annoyed, but also wouldn't have it any other way.
Sad face all black. Actual sad face is rope, not armor.
Just glamour it. It's what I did when I came here.
I'm already glamoring this stuff.
Hey, think about it this way, you could always, if you have it set up as a glamour, that whole thing as a glamour plate, you could just set it back up later once you've, I don't think there are gloves that go with it. Yeah, no.
No gloves?
No gloves.
So this is gonna be like that other time where I had to wear something, but I had like the gauntlets, the boots, the helmet.
Well, again, you can just glamour it over your armor instead of...
Where are their legs? Yeah.
Skirt all the way to the bottom. Yeah.
God. Item level 1. Ew.
Again, you just glamour it over the armor you had instead of just putting it on. Like that.
You realize that would take a whole trip to travel to an inn.
You do know you
glamour chest.
You do know you have ground prisms in your inventory, right? Or you should. You should be able to glamour stuff just fine.
Well, I still have to do it at the glamour chest to set it to the pallet and stuff.
You don't have to set these to the pallet. You're not changing your armor anytime soon. You could just glamour the pieces over and just let it.
Even if I could do all that, unable to apply glamour plates.
You have to be next to an aetheryte crystal, which we'll run into one shortly, but...
So this whole tangent about me glamoring this shit was pointless.
Well, glamour in general is just going to a piece of gear and clicking down to cast glamour. Glamour plate lets you apply an entire look without spending any extra things, but
by the way, are none of them gonna question me having a ancient father of all dragons over my shoulder?
minions usually don't get brought up story-related stuff.
Or the fact that I'm supposedly a familiar with a minion of my own. Seems like a plot point issue. light now. There's actually sunlight bouncing off the trees into my window.
Yep, I love that.
Are we gonna play more First Descendant when you get home from work, or Final
Probably.
Fantasy? Oh, I saw an issue.
What's the
When
issue?
I looked at Emmett, my chest moved over a little bit, but the mask did not move at all.
Interesting. Like they wanted to let it move, but they're just like, just let it hang. What the fuck? Tiny horse?
Tiny horse?
A tiny horse with wings and a horn I just saw flying by it.
So a Lalafell on a Pegasus, got it.
No, like it was literally just an NPC thing. I couldn't even target it, but
There's a Nay. That thing over there?
yes, that thing.
Well, that seems like a shit candy from one of these things, probably. Because it's a horse with a horn. Fuck your plants! You're all gonna die!
Okay, who messed up this one's
Things
concept?
are still a thing? Wow.
Yeah, no, a lot of what we've dealt with in the future were initially created in this lab, pretty much. The winged girl.
Ewing girl. Oxalotl.
Ah, you are...
Oh. Different.
Okay, come on.
You're different
That's too cute not to
You and me.
have as a playable race.
We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
Her difficulty in English language reminds me of Snuggly the Crow. I am so down for this.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed.
Ruined it.
I mean you no harm.
Well, it's more she can't
I'm
physically
here
talk
to hear
good.
your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Considering there's a couple
May we
thousand
please
years difference,
be
I think.
friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
How was the red
You were of
mask
the
not the
convocation.
first thing he saw when he turned around?
Emmett Selk at your service.
He was hoping to
Do I
ignore
have
it.
the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide. Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
Like, come on, she's so cute. We need a character race like that. Come on.
Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
Oh, my wrist.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Nemestoma is missing.
Just because I'm part
I may have
cat
found
doesn't mean
it.
you get to look at me
A creature
suspiciously
with
that
the
a fish
self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
I might need to step away for a bit to go help clean
You're saying
stove.
they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however...
I'll still keep the
Excuse me.
stream on. I just need to go see what I can do to help, you know?
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Of course, the first thing I do is try to into this crystal. Cannot see target. Interesting that I can attune to a crystal in millennia past. Also, here's another question regarding the whole Emmett Selk recognizing us thing. If he just gave us some of his ether, did he not pick that up? Oh, there he is. Reminiscent of a new creation. How dare you try and find something like me? Brief moment of combat music.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
You know, if the gem was blue, I would be so down for this necklace that I never see because of my armor.
I think you can color it so it's a different color gem. I don't know.
Yeah, I just gotta get a different version of it, I think.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
He thinks he can reverse the restriction of
I
the
do not object to her
magic.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Anything to piss off Emmett.
As you wish, then.
Or I guess agitate.
To a degree.
Behave yourself. Do you hear?
Eh? What's that? My ears keep getting clogged by the pillows I sleep on.
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation.
Which he admits right now after
I understand
already
that you and
initial
Van
reaction.
Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, he knows what
No, it's not
Van
that.
Daniel's purpose
For a humble
or
researcher
goal
like myself
was.
to even be considered is an honor beyond words.
Maybe.
No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes. Like so
Van Daniel
many
has an
others have
appreciation for
before.
life.
Return to the Star?
That kind of seems
Does
to
that
go.
mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Aetheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'Tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
You make death sound like a choice.
No exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than
For
the
them, it pretty much
fulfillment
is.
of one's duty.
And not an inevitable.
Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
I said that soup does good for grease. That soup does good for grease.
Alright. Dragon Daddy Minion, you can stay in here and tell me what happens. I saw a Memnon while walking up here. Is he talking about me or the other one? Oh wait, a familiar light. He's talking about me. I immediately get flashbacks of dealing with the Fae. Would my character be cognizant enough to not divulge the future to the past? Considering she didn't even learn her lesson dealing with the Fae, probably not. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes. It originally started here. The stare transcended lifetimes.
This fucking thing started here, and it was probably staring at me back in the present because it recognized me from way back here. This damn bird is immortal. I can read minds. It has no mind, it just stares. Bonking. It's a secret. Oh, it turned. That fucking bird.
Stare. I think we might be bothering him. Stare.
Oh. I like bonking.
Oh no, you also like your stroller.
Just because she caught me staring at her ass during that one mission.
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to be
I have a
disconnected from the
feeling.
server. Ah.
I have a feeling if they didn't add that text response for clicking on her when I was looking around the cave, things would probably be quite different. But because of that one line, I'm just like, alright, I'll lean into this.
Like, oh, you're aware of it. Doesn't more. Now you want her to react. And she's like, oh, great, another one. Aw.
I was surprised she didn't just say, she even told me about the Crystarium.
Whoa.
It is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. Seems like a jab at the political climate on some topics.
Funnily enough, it's also a jab at the political climate of this era of time in general. Because despite him saying that, the whole point of this the entirety of Elpis as a research facility is it's designed to, regardless of whether the being has a soul or not, determine whether or not they're allowed to keep living. I gotta go bring the dog in.
Really? Is it like this far away? Or do I just use it on the spot? Oh. Here's the question that basically just look at it and be like, here's the question in the back of your mind that you have been avoiding. flag. Please teleporting me there. God damn it. Ugh. Rage sprint. You know, you guys could have skipped these things. They're so fucking ugly.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Hello, flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
Until what?
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Is it truly free will if
Wait,
she's too ignorant
a form
to
of energy other than ether?
take
Dynamis?
a different path?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been
It can be
theorized,
witnessed, though.
we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known
Hence
to but a
the very
select few
thin
scholars.
ether.
Intriguing.
Is
Then, given the
somewhat
limitations
required
you
to make use of
described,
it.
why create Meteor?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path.
They missed
But
a
if we
chance
could
to
imbue
put in
the
a
stream with
69
the
joke.
vigor of a raging river.
Yeah.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse.
Dragon?
The relative scarcity of ether
Oh,
beyond the bounds of
as
this
far as
star
they know,
was a
dragons aren't a
concern.
thing yet because
And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
it came from a different star entirely.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me. So...
This current form.
Are
Yeah.
we the same? Intellects.
Yeah, back in my time, my ether is overflowing at this point.
That last one. Just like a good friend. Gotta give each other shit.
Well, aren't we ungrateful? Mayhap I should revert you to the pathetic, faded thing you were.
He got angry.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You'd do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Surprised them itself didn't bring up. Well, how the fuck would you have a different name for a thing that we barely even know about?
Right. I think I'm gonna crash here though.
Oh. Well, I guess it is reaching that time.
I gotta sleep eventually.
Oh, come on.
And
Let
if
me
I-
at least get in and let me bring you to the crystal.
What? Which crystal?
To whatever the closest one is.
Well, I already attuned to this one. So I guess you'd be taking way over.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that later. Or whenever the next time we play is. Figured this way you'll at least get the rested XP. Or more rested XP.
What, this whole place doesn't count?
Nope, you have to be near Aetherite Crystal for it to count, for the rested XP to count.
I'm at 97 and I've probably built up enough to hit 100 with the resting bonus.
Probably. That and, you know, you're able to immediately log out instead of being forced to wait 20 seconds until it lets you out.
Alright. I'll see you...
Probably later today?
Be a toss up. Yeah, it'll be toss up whether I wake up before you get home from work or if you get home and wait for my ass to wake up. And for now, that'll conclude today's 148-minute stream.
We almost made it.
Almost 2.5 hours.
Uh-oh, there. After 48.